to get my perm. I can't sit here all day. I got mans waiting to see me.
Yo, this your boy Tonio coming through another episode of Backyard Comment. Always I got my boy. Oh, excuse me, baby. Please say it, baby. Yeah, ready. Is that my boy Really Dooley sitting over there?
Really down here in his flesh and his spirit.
I like your little hair wrap you got there. It's pretty dope there.
Do it.
And on this episode, it's been a while, but on this episode we have Miss Ashley Brown coming through. How you doing? Thank you for coming. How was that drive?
It wasn't too bad. Really? No traffic.
Oh, no rain. Hallelujah.
Boy, it's been raining like crazy.
You will normally run into traffic that way.
Every time.
Yeah, you might be right. Been raining a lot lately. All this moist weather.
So thank you for coming. Welcome to Backyard Comedy. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Like, tell the people a little bit about you.
So I am a 8-year Army veteran.
Come on now.
I actually used to be stationed here when it was Bragg.
And y'all too, Fort Bragg.
So I got out back in 2016. I left there and I just got adventurous. I moved out to California. I went to school for hair. I stayed out there for like a year and a half. My biggest regret is leaving California. If I would have stayed there.
Don't get him started on Cali. Lord have mercy.
If I would have stayed in California, like, I think things would have just been way, way better for me. But they're not bad at all right now. I left California. I went to Georgia. I was there for about 3 years. I was around Fort Benning. My braiding took off there. Really? My braiding took off there. I actually won like an award for the best braider in the city.
Come on now. You better twist them hands.
I left there and I ended up going to Virginia. I was right outside of DC. I stayed there for another 3 years. Everything was smooth there. It was like a complete change of scenery. So it was way different than Georgia. I actually liked it better. And now I'm back here.
Welcome back.
Back
So
here.
with all that travel.
She didn't sound too happy.
Nah,
That's
welcome back.
what I'm about to get to. With all that
do us
traveling,
like that.
what made you want to come back to, NC?
So I didn't want to come back. My boyfriend actually got stationed back here.
Oh, you got a boyfriend and things.
So we both were stationed here from like 2009 to 2016. And for some odd reason, he just got orders back here. So that's the only reason I'm here, not by choice.
You don't have a say-so
But-
with it? Like, can you say no?
No,
I
so
don't wanna
you
come
do
back?
have a say-so. Okay. He's high enough in rank to where he does have say-so. He got to, he made a list of all the places, but somehow they needed him here a little more.
And that's something.
They knew what they were doing.
They needed him more, so I guess it was whatever. We tried to get out the orders and everything, but they were just like, nah, we can extend it a little bit, but you coming here. So
Okay.
we're here, everything's fine. It's a familiar spot to me. I actually lived in Fayetteville when I was here, and now I'm out in Rayford, so I'm a little ducked off. So it
Yeah,
doesn't,
that's right there. It's hand in hand.
It doesn't
right there.
feel too like I'm right back in the same spot.
Yeah,
so I'm
that makes sense. That makes sense. And we from Sampson County.
okay.
Right around the corner. So we know how it is in Fayetteville. You can't walk around there if you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we pass it off y'all boys. Go
A
ahead.
little bit more country in Rayford, though.
A whole lot more country in Rayford. You know what I mean?
It's way country and Rayford.
Yeah. But, we from the country, so.
Gotta be.
But, so how long have you been in the braiding business? How long you been braiding?
I've been braiding since I was 7.
Wow.
So little black girls.
your
we
hands
get our
are
hair done.
anointed.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
They're
boy, don't get me
official.
shouting.
How they feel?
Get me shouting here now.
This lady who used to braid our hair, she braided it really, really tight, and I told my mom, I was like, I don't want to get my hair braided anymore. Like,
yeah,
I
I've
would
been
rather
through that.
walk around with an afro than let her braid my hair. And she was
Got no
like,
bumps and stuff.
learn how to do
be
it
all-
yourself.
yeah.
Say less. I learned. I just practice. And I think about like 6 months after that, nobody ever touched my hair since. I
know
started
that's right.
braiding my hair, my sister's hair. My mom taught me how to do my first sew-in when I was like 14. She fired her stylist. So
Wow. So it runs deep.
Oh yeah, it's real deep.
Okay.
It's real deep.
So that's your natural hair then.
No, it's not.
Child, I would.
But
I would've
it's-
known.
The whole
Yeah.
point is to
Damn, it
make
ain't. Yes, it
make
is.
it look natural.
Yeah.
That's her. She bought it.
That's all that matters.
Nah, that's literally how it goes. And then like I braided my way through Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan and I left my kids back home, of course, and Christmas came up, and I was like, I can make a little extra money. So everybody needed their hair done, the civilians and the service members. I braided everybody hair.
Get that money.
So let me ask you this.
They gonna pay too.
Who's
They gonna
asking?
pay.
Indeed, they're gonna pay.
Yeah.
So we are all fathers. You know what I'm saying? how was that like leaving your kids? Like how did you have the mindset be like, okay, this is what I got to do? You know what I mean? Like how was that?
I begged to go. So my kids were at the time 2 and 3, and I was a single mom, so I looked at it as a break for myself.
Yeah.
So
That makes
I
sense. That
ended
makes
up, my son, he has sickle cell disease, so he was being seen at UNC here. So I actually, the hardest part actually was splitting my kids up. They were real close. They knew nobody but me. So I had to leave my son here in North Carolina with a trusted babysitter who has been like having him since he was younger. And I took my daughter back home in Michigan to stay with my sister. Everything ran smooth. They missed me. I missed them. My son kind of took it the hardest because he was like real close to me and everything. And everything really worked out smooth. While I was there, actually, was it 2013? My mom actually died while I was there. So
sorry to
I
hear
came
about that.
back, had the funeral. I came back and actually got to see my daughter, but I didn't come here to see my son. If I would have saw him, I wouldn't have been able to leave back out. So I kind of left him in the dark. But when I got back, the first thing he said, he was like, "You found me, you found me." He just thought I lost him and something.
That would have told my ass
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
I'm going to
yeah,
tell you
yeah.
right now.
It did. I had
Man.
vowed. That's when I actually vowed to get out. I was like, "Nah, I can't do it no more."
yeah.
They weren't. They didn't handle it too well.
Well, I heard you said your son had sickle cell. How's dealing with that? Because I know it's common upon everybody, but it's very rare against melanated people. How do you get the treatment? Is there any treatment different from different races? You know.
So it's more
good
prominent
question, bro.
with us, the black community or whatnot. I knew from birth that I had the trait, and I knew his dad had the trait and everything. So we knew it was a possibility. My daughter, she actually just came out with the trait. So I was like, okay, we're good. When he came, they was like, nah, we got him. So of course he got tested and he had the full blown disease. So we were in and out of the hospital since 6 months, and he's 13 now.
That's a blessing.
I'm completely familiar with UNC. I know it like the back of my hand, Chapel Hill. So I was always there. We've gotten to a point though now where like I trust doctors, and I know like something in like real deep I would need them, but for the most part, I kind of figured out a way to just like X out all the medicines and all of that. So he learns his triggers and what happens when he's in pain. We do heat and certain medicines and all of that. But I always tell him, I was like, we're not running to the hospital every time something goes on. Even while I was in the military, I had like a PT test coming up. I think I was up for 36 hours straight. And I was in a hospital with him, and they called me to come take a PT test. They were like, "Hey, you gotta." I was like, "Y'all know I've been in the hospital with my son." They was like, "You gotta do it."
The government don't give a damn.
They
Ain't gonna
don't.
get in on that.
But I got up there and I trashed the whole thing. We gotta do push-ups. I think I did 3 and fell on my chest or something. We gotta do sit-ups. I did a couple, fell out. We gotta do a 2-mile run. I ran about 10 seconds and I ran off the course. I gotta get back to the hospital. Thank y'all. I know I failed. I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Your
so-
mind wasn't there anyway.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't there. It wasn't there at all, and I was
You
trying
told
to
them that.
explain, but
Yeah.
they were like, nah. So it's cool, but we work with it.
So for the people, that's uneducated out here, because it is common, like you were saying, bro, within the black race, when it comes to sickle cell, like, is there anything, because you said like we ain't gonna keep running back and forth to the doctor, like what are some alternatives that people going out here, because we have a lot of people that look at us that go through those kind of things.
Yeah, I have
like,
the trait myself. So,
like what are some kind of alternative they can do to help ease whatever they need,
It's all in your eating. So we know we like to get the kids the Takis, the trash food, the processed food. It's easier, especially as me as a single mom. Like I can just give y'all whatever, but it literally is all in the food. The things that he eats makes things a whole lot better. Like it alleviates the pain.
Vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah, complete vegetables and fruit. Like he actually has like GI issues from eating all of the bad stuff, and I've had to actually like completely backtrack and like, no, we gotta have real fruit. There's no fruit snacks. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, eat real food. I have to actually cook instead of giving y'all the pizza rolls, giving you the burgers to go put in all of that.
All that bullshit.
Yeah, I learned the hard way.
We were just talking about that.
A whole lot of difference when you actually eat real food.
It does.
And I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, but that's what I do. I want to commend you, because I didn't know, and we talk about this a lot, I didn't know what single mothers have to do until I had to get custody of my son. And man, with you being in the military, then you got to deal with the sickle cell, and then you got to do this, you got to do that. Like, as a black woman, talking to other black women out here, because that's mainly who watches us.
Yeah.
Black women out here, what is the advice you would give to young mothers that's out here that's fighting with these kind of issues that don't know how to control it or know how to maintain it?
Find a support system.
That's a
It
real
doesn't
question,
even
then.
have to be family. So I left home at 18. So
Ooh,
I
I was
haven't
16,
had
child.
family support since then, and I'm 34 right now. So
Wow.
literally, like my military friends and family, I would call on them before anybody.
That's a blessing.
And it's really is just find one person, and usually they will branch out for you. So I moved to California not knowing absolutely nobody, and I'm deep in like Facebook groups or whatnot. So I found this one girl who did hair in California, and I was like, hey, I'm moving out to this same area, blah blah blah. She's like my sister now. Her mom, her kids, everybody. Like I found myself at her house every single day. When I needed something, she was there to help me. Her mom was there
Shout
to
out
help
to
me.
you.
Yeah,
So yeah,
for sure.
Danae,
Hey,
shout out to
Danae.
All right,
You a
yeah,
real
Danae.
one.
it just it literally is just that finding that one person with a support system and just rocking
Yeah.
with them. It
That make a
literally-
difference.
It does not have to be family.
Yeah.
It does.
And-
I know some people have like trust issues. Oh, I gotta deal that. If I would have stayed with only thinking of family, I wouldn't even be here right
Yeah.
now.
Girl, if I stayed thinking of family, I wouldn't be nowhere.
Yeah.
You hear me? Because family usually be, shout out to my family, I love y'all, but some of y'all, you know he is. They will get you first.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
let's just be real. Be
Yeah.
real now. The support system does matter.
Yeah.
It does matter.
Just gotta have
What
somebody you
about
can
to say? I know
trust.
you better
man.
say something.
It's just
preacher.
somebody you
Nah,
trust.
yeah, somebody
Yeah.
you trust with your life.
Yeah.
How did you
Along
gain
your
the
kids'
courage
life.
to even go to California? Like what?
I'm just
pushed
a
you,
big
said,
risk
"Bump it."
taker. When I went
Okay.
to Afghanistan, I really after that it was like nothing was
I got you.
impossible to me.
Man, you ain't scared of shit.
Nah.
Can I cuss?
Go
You ain't scared of
ahead.
nothing after that.
Not a thing. so.
Yeah, I went
Afghani?
there, and after that, I was like, yeah, nothing's really that bad. It was me and my kids. We got in the car, and we just went on. I went from here to LA, and it took me a course of 2 weeks only because I stopped in Louisiana so my baby could see her grandma. But that was it. Other than that, like I found me a house. I started working at TSA while I was there. So
Oh,
Yo,
man, yeah.
that was a real fun
Yeah.
job. I worked at LAX and everything was real cool.
You ever do a
with
cavity
that.
search?
All right, sir, I just need to check inside your asshole.
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
no.
I'm asking. I'm throwing it in
That
there.
rubber glove.
Nah, it's the whole. I've seen some like crazy things. There was a lady who y'all know the thing where you stand up like that.
Right.
She just got in there and like peed. And
Oh wow.
Hell.
yeah, it's like
And who got to clean that?
I'm not cleaning this shit up.
it wasn't us.
Oh, okay,
They
I was
have-
about to
they
say.
It better be a
have
damn
it.
janitor.
So like
Right.
the airport
Normally.
is kind of like a little upscale Walmart. It's some characters in there.
Indeed.
That's still nasty.
So with going, to Afghanistan, you know what I mean? With everything that's going on right now, we know what's going on right now. Trump, Biden, he want to drop out now. I ain't gonna go too deep, but
Don't
you're
know
part of
that.
the U.S. government. But how was that going off to Afghanistan where they don't give a damn what's going on? They fighting for what they feel is right.
So
was that?
it was fun. I would actually go back to Afghanistan.
Wow.
You better not.
I ain't lying.
She gonna take your ass out of
So
here.
like, and I got
Bro.
my closest friendship there. Like my roommate, me and her were like really, really cool. We left
Okay.
actually on some. We were just two black females, and I'm like,
Oh,
we was
y'all
like,
ride or
we
die.
don't have to be. Before then, we was just like, I don't know if we gonna really like be cool, but like we left and we're thick as thieves. We got there. I think our first stop was like Germany, Romania, and stuff like that. But like once we got settled in, it was smooth sailing. Like
You done
everything
been
was
around
cool.
the world now, y'all.
Yeah.
Everything was cool. We got to the point where like if incomings were coming, like we would be scared like the first couple months, but after that we was like, it's 3:00 in the morning. Like y'all
Wow.
want to chill out and wait till we wake up or something.
Nah, they don't give a damn. But that's a boy.
Hey.
I got friends from high school that went and things happened, bombs and stuff went off. By them
Friends and family.
man, yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
family, man. And oof, my nerves, I'm not able.
Yeah.
I don't have the nervous system.
I
for
got
that.
family that want to go back too though. That's saying
Yeah,
Are
I
you
wouldn't
still
mind
enlisted?
going
Like, if they
back.
call you,
No,
you gotta
I'm
go?
done. Man,
Okay.
they can call
About
me
to
all
say.
they want to. I can put them on the block list.
I know that's
I
right.
ain't
I
lying.
know that's right.
She's a
They keep
civilian.
telling me what to
I'm
do.
done. I did my 8 years and I
Ooh,
was free
sheesh,
after that.
8 years.
But your husband is still in, right?
Yeah, he's still
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
still in. He's doing his thing. I say you have at it.
So he like a Rambo. He want to go.
Yeah.
He's thrilled to go.
He's been a few more times. I think he's been like 3 or 4 times.
Like to over there in Afghanistan? Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
Oh, he got a thrill about him.
Yeah.
That first, phew, that's it.
I ain't lying,
Go get me right
That's
now,
how it
me.
was the very first time. But after that,
Ain't
like
lying.
we got used to it. We had this civilian lady. It was her first time there, so we had already been there a good 4 or 5 months. She came in and she's like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" We like, "Girl, come on, just come in this bunker like this."
Just chilling like, wow, nah, bro.
Come on in.
Nah.
It's fine. Grab a drink.
My guy brother told me stories about, having to do things, with kids approaching and all that, man. Like,
Yep.
Man.
my nerves, man. I won't be able to do that. But it's a matter between life and death.
That's real.
So
That's
where will
real.
you be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, that's it.
Bro.
That's
But
it right there.
I couldn't do it. That's why I'm staying home, man. I couldn't shoot no kid or nothing like that, bro.
First of all, they ain't gonna let you in.
You know what? I'm talking the old days.
You ain't gonna hold nobody rifle.
Hey, who? I put it on my shoulder, make it work, bro.
This is my rifle.
I'm just serious, but that's my brother. But anything y'all gotta add? Cause I talk.
Yeah, you should.
I want to know, being that you was in the military, did that stem with your UFC training? Did it, you know what I'm saying? Did that where that came from, or I just want to be a UFC fighter type of thing?
No, it just I told you I just do stuff. So
gotcha.
I don't have like a set schedule or anything. If I'm not braiding, I just have time. So
Wow,
I just looked
yeah.
up one time. I was like, oh, there's a UFC boxing spot near
So
me.
you
Let
just
me just
beating
go
up
take
people.
classes, and I just go do that. And
If you're not braiding, you beating up people.
yeah,
Gotcha.
I'm just
Beating up people.
Yeah, I got you. That's
Have
cool.
you thought about going
random
professional?
things. No,
Really?
mm-mm.
Like small time.
Yeah.
Not even.
It's fun though.
But can you
it's
fight?
gotta be fun.
Don't start him.
Yeah,
I can
I
fight.
love it.
I've been in one fight my entire life, and I never
Really?
got into a fight after that. My mom made me feel so bad about it.
Did you
you
win
did.
though?
I did.
Wow.
See,
I
that's
did.
all that
I
matters.
did. I did. We
You
were
can't
just,
win them all. Just don't
we
lose
were
them
out
all.
in the suburbs, and we can't do that type of
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
out there. So they
True.
arrest you
Especially
right
black
then and
people.
there.
That's
I
true.
got arrested and all of that. I called my mom. She was like, "What are you doing? You can't be fighting around these white people." My dad was on. Did you win though? I was like, you know what?
Yes,
Y'all gotta come
Yes,
pick
sir.
me
Well,
up
I
now.
mean, you are from Detroit, so
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's some.
it's
kinda rough around there.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I mean?
ain't mad at it.
So
man.
would you ever go back to Detroit?
No, never. Mm-mm.
That's how I feel
Going
about
back to
Philly, though.
Motown. Why not?
It's literally nothing there. And honestly, weird fact, like I don't even like their style of houses there.
Yeah.
Like,
Word.
It's
each other fart
nothing.
around there. That's
It's
so
nothing
close.
that really excites me about there. Most of my friends are there. Some have all left. It's literally nobody there.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is.
Old
where we
fashioned.
from, man. It's either the same old thing, or they either dead in jail, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
that's where it's at around there. Ain't too
Yeah.
many people I want to go really see around there, but my family. And after that, I see you want to see.
Yep.
I am sliding on through. You going down that road?
Stop.
Yes, I will. Keep it moving.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
But I had a long list of questions by the
Okay.
way. But as a black woman, you dealing with the military, highly trained, knock a person clean out. You got your kids, you know what I mean, going through with the sickle cell. You got the single mothers club holding that down quite well.
Yeah.
What do you say to all the statistic women? I'm gonna ask you this real question now. That I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it, because I was raised by a single mother. I had my dad too, but he wasn't in the household. You feel what I'm saying? But with the women saying that that's what they want to be now.
That's
Same
that.
face
Yeah,
we made,
yeah.
But what do you say about that actually go through it and have been through it, how you went through it?
It's not glamorous at all. Like the whole we see you're doing good. Like I would still rather not have went through it at all to avoid trying to hear you out there like you're doing good. I'm cool, but I would have rather had done it with somebody else. Like
Indeed.
there's nothing that beats a 2-parent home or even a great co-parent relationship and stuff like that. Like I literally just got the short end of the stick all the way around. But I mean, like I don't like cry about it or anything. I
No need.
will leave my lane open if somebody decides to get right and all of that. But I don't beg and plead with nobody. But honestly, it's nothing glorious or glorified about being a single mom. And I'm proud of it, but I'm not proud of it. Like I don't want to just be known as the single mom.
Yeah,
Like, it's just,
strong. That strong
yeah,
woman.
like I don't like the whole strong black mom mentality type thing. It's just
But see, most strong women don't, because they already are that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to prove anything to anybody. They already are strong. So it's the ones that are missing something that normally are in that space.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
And you know, I done handed out a short end of a stick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I became a father at 16.
Okay.
So I was very young, and I didn't know. You know, I didn't want to listen to nobody. I
That's
wanted to
real.
be in the streets. You know what I was
We all
doing.
been
You were
there.
I sure was.
You were there too.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, and I done gave that short end, but when I had to take control of the stick and get my son, that was a big eye opener. Did I still make mistakes? Oh hell yeah, still mistake. But it was a big eye opener. It was a whole game changer when I had to take care of this little boy that I wasn't prepared to do by myself.
Right.
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And it's always like better to experience that to see, because you would say like, oh no, you should be good, you only got one kid, like you're fine, you this, until you get that one kid and you like, when you say you're coming back again.
Right.
Boy.
When you got multiple,
Yeah.
I got multiple. You know, I live a life. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
I wasn't
understandable.
traded for the world. I love my kids. Love
That's
them.
right.
You know what I mean? And I grew up going through that stage of my life, having them kids. I was, like I said, I was a kid myself. You know, and I didn't have. Well, I had somebody give me advice, but you know, like we were saying earlier, people don't really help unless they feel like.
You was just
Gatekeep a
stupid as
little
hell.
Yeah, I was too. I'm gonna put it on YouTube. Keep it real. You but like I said, man, like people help until they don't. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And you gotta figure out how to do it,
Yeah.
whether you know how to do that shit or not.
That's real.
Like what DC Young Fly said, man, it get hot in that
That's
kitchen,
real.
and sometimes that shit don't work, but
Yeah.
you still gotta use the kitchen.
It get hot in that kitchen, boy. And everything may not work properly. But you still gotta cook. And guess what? People gonna be coming with plates out. And they gotta be fed.
That's what we had to do as black
gotta
men
get a
and as
meal.
black women. And people don't give us the credit they want to do, or if they get credit, they using it for something
Yeah,
else to
something
get
else.
credit for, which makes
Right.
no damn sense to me.
None at all. None at all. None at all. No, get out of there. We gonna get out of there. Let's talk about
Shake
something.
my damn head.
That's a whole nother show.
I ain't
Oh, I ain't lying. You about to go. You about to go there too.
I
I
sure
know you would.
because I get it, and I haven't even done these things like traveling around in the military. I'm scared of that shit. First of all, kudos to you.
Yeah, we real big ups.
scared to
Big
travel?
ups.
No,
No, you
the
talking about military. Military, bro.
That ain't nothing better. Well, they call
Yeah.
my name.
That's the only reason I didn't go. I just
You
didn't
know, open
want
up
to.
the
Yeah.
draft again. Shit, man.
Huh?
I'm gonna knock one of my teeth out.
Well, praise the Lord.
I mean,
I'm
you can't
good.
go if you ain't got all your teeth right.
Well, I'm good.
Ain't it something like
You
that?
too
They
old
gonna
anyway.
give
You
you
too
some.
old anyway.
He said they gonna give you something. So there were a whole bunch of Tic Tacs. That boy got veneers.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what they gonna give you.
Hey,
I ain't
that's what a
going- my
lot of
daddy
people
went,
walk
though.
around with anyway right now. So
It's all about veneers and fake everything.
Got
Man,
That's what it's
They don't
saying.
want no natural
I
nothing.
grew up around natural old women that talk shit, dip snuff, and everything.
Yeah.
yeah,
They ain't natural no more.
and they never had no teeth.
Now, they ain't never had no teeth, but great, they ain't never leave that damn house. She hold that roll right here, hold it tight.
yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
come straight home. Yes, ma'am.
That's real.
I ain't grew up. That's where we grew up from. But,
Yeah, that's real.
you know, shout out to you and shout out to, you know, all the women that don't get recognized. You know what I mean? When I scrolled
Yeah.
across the land and I went to your webpage, scroll over there, it's on TV. I went to your webpage, see what you be doing. First of all, the UFC just blew out. Shit, yes.
Yeah,
she ain't gonna say
that's
it like
crazy.
that, but I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
you don't
That's
want to
what's
deal with her. She's highly trained.
That's
I
what's up.
love that about that, man. I love that about
I love
seeing
MMA.
a black woman strive for what she want to do. And don't give a damn what nobody got to say.
Yeah.
Have I done wrong shit? You're damn right. Do I care what somebody say?
Hell
no.
no.
Because 10 out of 10 of people pointing the finger at you, they fucked up just as much. Use my language, but I gotta say it.
Yeah, man, you cursing.
They gonna talk anyway.
Man, I gotta tell it like a
So-
TIE. Sorry.
So, is there anything that you haven't done that you really want to do? Like, I know you're adventurous and you like to do a lot of stuff. So, is something on the bucket
That I
list
haven't
That ain't
done.
Seems like you doing
that ain't crossed
everything.
off? Yeah.
No, I think I've done everything. I just
That's
all I want to
amazing.
do now is just travel. I
Okay.
literally I want to
Yeah.
live in Germany so
Oh,
bad.
For real?
I wanted to go to Japan.
I got a niece and nephew in Germany, man. I really want to see them, but I don't think I want to live there.
Nah, they don't
Why
wanna
not?
stay.
Why not?
My dad was in Germany for
Yo,
years.
listen.
I just like to travel.
Listen.
I did skydiving last year. Like I
Out of
just
plane?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were talking about the artificial joint in the building.
Yeah.
No, I did that too, but I jumped out of the plane actually first, so I was the
You
one in
went
the
backwards,
plane.
kind of.
No.
It seemed like yeah.
No, so like you have to fly. I mean, drop out with somebody anyways, but it was
Somebody high.
That just means
yeah,
both of y'all
they're
going down.
actually trained. Like
Okay.
nobody ever.
Okay.
Only time you jump out by yourself is if you're an actual skydiver. But I didn't want to be.
So I was about to say, I'm surprised you weren't a paratrooper.
Nah, so I wanted to. I can't run, so that's the thing. I can't run. They give us a time for our PT test or whatnot, and I can make that time and that time only. Other than that, like I wanted to go airborne and everything. And I was like, I was in basic training. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go airborne. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And they was like, yeah, you run everywhere. I was like, I'm not gonna do airborne anymore. I'm good on that one.
Man.
I wouldn't even
Bad,
think
bro.
running had anything to do with
about the
paratrooper.
airborne
Yeah,
things.
nah,
though,
they
but-
run everywhere.
Wow. Yeah,
like
you
cross
can have that.
We ran like 5 miles in cross country.
Too far.
Y'all probably did,
I
but
was
there's
young
nothing
then,
like
I
that.
Nothing like the military now. They run and don't think you can get sick or nothing.
I ain't lying.
So, I don't know how you did
Can,
that.
can
My
you
dad-
still run like that now? Like you can still.
No, I run on the treadmill, but like we used to do something called detox runs. Like
Oh,
we'd
Lord.
What is
drink
that?
all weekend, and on Monday our first sergeant knew like he was like, I know all y'all been drinking and everything, so we're gonna run it out,
Oh
y'all. We
man.
just
How
run.
far is that?
There wasn't even a distance. We just
Oh,
ran.
hell no.
can
He
imagine.
ran
And
till
you
he
can't
got
say
tired.
Yeah.
No, we
Oh,
just
my
run.
God.
Yeah.
But we wanted to. That's the thing about being young and like in the military.
for-
like we
yeah.
could drink all weekend and then wake up Monday morning and run 4, 5,
Run it
6
out,
miles,
yeah.
and then it was
Yeah.
cool. I think we had like a 4-day for a Memorial Day one time. We drank all weekend and everybody spent the night at my house. I was like, y'all know we gotta get up. We just
nobody
got
drink no
up,
water.
took the kids to
Dry as
daycare and
hell.
everything, and we just out there
Dehydrated.
dying, just dying.
Ain't
If I
bullet.
tried that now,
Good
nah, I
gracious.
just RIP to me.
I ain't lying.
Ain't
I
lying.
feel the
Ain't
same
lying.
way. I can't do it.
Yeah.
All the
Back
way.
in my track days, hey, I can fume. Not no.
We had to do something like that in college, man.
Come on, football.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Them weekends, coming off them weekends, boy, that was rough if you was gonna party. I chose not to party sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He was about to catch it on
Sometimes
line.
I chose
I mean,
not
when
to
you're young,
party.
that's
so.
what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Party and bullshit, you know.
I got right a lot of times. I did.
Damn, if we don't pay for it now. It
I ain't
Well,
lying,
I
boy.
time my drinks. No, I was like, it's not time. It's not today.
Well,
Yeah,
got to.
that's for real.
Anything
Me
you
too.
want to put in there?
if you don't make it to Germany, where's another place that you would like to call it quits at?
You know
call
she
it
got a whole
quits.
journal.
Anywhere, honestly, I really just like being somewhere other than where I've already been. Anywhere.
Well, you've been
Anywhere,
everywhere,
anywhere.
so
I looked in Germany. I think I looked somewhere in Italy. I just be all over the place, and I don't mind going.
That's real
I
though.
don't mind going.
I heard Italy was nice, so that might be good.
And it's not really expensive either. I looked it up.
yeah, that in Thailand.
It's kind of cheap to
I
go.
don't know about
Yeah.
Thailand.
No, I don't know
Damn
about that
Thailand.
Well, you see, I pointed. I wait for somebody to say something.
No, we're not going there.
Hold on now.
When you go in the wrong part of the jungle.
I ain't lying, boy.
You ain't making it back out of there. That's all I'm saying.
Tripping.
But
Tripping.
before we move to the next segment, tell everybody how they can get in contact with you, reach you, get their hair braided, get some
Twist you,
UFC
dude.
punches in, whatever.
Yeah.
My personal Instagram is Braider Bay, and it's not under that, but everybody can find out my braids from there. My actual Instagram for my hair is called B Braids. And the website is baybraids.as.me. It's an acuity site, and that's pretty much it. Everybody literally finds me off Instagram or Facebook or anything, and nobody follows the rules, but I just point them to my website anyways. They just inbox me. I'm just, hey, here's my website, and that's that.
So what are some braids that you do so they can have a little list?
Oh,
Yeah.
knotless. That's what everybody wants right now. The
Knotless.
boho knotless.
I done heard about that, yeah.
Good on that. I provide all the hair. I actually
Damn, all of it.
yeah, every last bit of it.
Okay, I thought
provide
they had to go buy that.
everything.
Yeah, keep
nah,
going.
I have an Indian vendor who the girls who just want to be extra or whatnot. I provide raw Indian hair for that too. So like I provide everything. You just gotta come with your hair.
Could you
washed.
grab something like this?
Oh
guy?
Lord.
I can throw a wig on there.
You put a lace front on that.
That's it.
But
You
them
gonna
probably
need
kind
the
of questions.
lace.
Them probably kind of questions you get. I'm just being funny. But I mean,
yeah.
you know.
Being that you said that, brought that up about braiding, is there influence in the braiding world? You know how you got artists, they got who they got influenced by? Their braiders have somebody they look up to?
Yes and no. While I was in school, what was I, like 26? My teacher, he tried to link me with this one girl who went to the school and she became a celebrity braider and blah, blah, blah. I reached out to her and she ignored me.
Ooh.
But that was like the start of motivation for me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I reached out to her. She ignored me. And I reached out twice. I usually don't hit people up twice, but I reached out twice and she ignored me and everything. And I was just like, okay, I got to figure all this out on my own now.
Right.
So I figured everything out on my own, did the ropes. I actually, while I was in school, I flew to Korea and I found a vendor. I made my own edge control and whatnot. I sold edge control for like 3 years. And then after that, I was just like, okay, I'll just start braiding and leave it at braiding or whatnot. But I think I kind of glanced back at her page maybe like 3 years after that, and she was nowhere near where I was. So
Wow.
I was about to say she gonna be hitting you up, asking for something eventually.
So now, like, I think I'm the influence for some people. So whoever reaches out to me, I speak to them. So I don't leave nobody on red. I talk to everybody.
There you go. There you go.
That's how you should be.
And I can attest to that because she's sitting right here.
There you go.
Damn sure does.
Don't let no bad apple spoil everybody.
But thank you again.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the next segment real quick. Let's talk about the black-owned business of the week.
That's different. Okay.
Lord, you retarded.
We got Tongue Slappers Barbecue Smokehouse. It's a food truck. I caught them on Raleigh Boulevard. They had an event out there for the community. And I caught them out there and I gave them our card. I told them I was going to shout them out and they were here. I did not eat the food though, but I did see the plates and they was hefty. I don't eat pork, but they had some chicken and other stuff in there, but I had to get back to work. But shout out to the black-owned business, Tongue Slappers. We're going to have you here so we can taste that barbecue, see what that sauce hitting on. Shout out to you. And they had 100 on their score.
Yes, sir. That's
so they clean up in there. Ain't no roaches or nothing in there. We good to go.
He like roaches.
Man, I was raised with them. You know what I'm saying? I was raised with them. Right there.
Man,
put it on the screen.
Look good.
Yeah, I see it. Got them.
But shout out to them, man.
Them ribs look like the ones I cooked this week.
No, they don't look like that, but they're good.
He tried it.
Yeah, mine's are better.
Yours don't look better than them.
Man, mine are better, bro.
But shout out to them, man. You know, we got to shout out a black-owned business. We didn't do a black-owned wine this week, but we will get it on next week. We have another guest coming from the military. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Back to back.
Back to
think
back.
about that too right now. But we got somebody else coming. He been in the military like 30 years. He want to come through. He want to be a comedian. I was in Walmart training with him as a manager, and he'll be coming through next week.
All right.
But shout out to Miss Ashley. But before you go, before we get up out of here, tell the people one more time how they can get in contact with you.
My Instagram for my hair is called B Braids with a Z. It'll take you to my website and everything straightforward from there. So that's
Straightforward.
Well, before we let you go, we always
Please don't answer that no more.
so people can know.
They want their hair braided. Honest, they want their hair braided.
Put it on the screen.
You never know.
D.
So we got you something. Saying Backyard Corner presents Ashley Brown, Fayetteville, NC, Detroit made the Best Braider Award.
Boom. That's how we do.
Appreciate you.
Man, shout out to you. Thank you so much for coming through with us.
We're gonna send all the braid. We gonna send all the braid people your way.
Yeah.
Somebody who want
don't bother
braids.
me on Sunday.
We know a lot of
Sundays is
people.
the Lord's
too,
day.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Amen to that. That's the day of rest.
Yeah, man. So thank you. That's just
Thank you.
token
Thank
of our
you.
appreciation for you for taking the time out of your schedule to come. You know, rocks with the crew out here, the Backyard Comedy crew. And anything else y'all boys want to add? Anything?
Oh, let's ask do you do any other hairstyles? Maybe that the women don't want to know about.
So, well, yes and no. So when I first started doing hair, I wanted to do everything. You know, we always want to do everything until you figure out, like, you'll get burnt out doing that. So I was like, let me pick one thing and run off with that. So it's the braids. I also do sew-ins, but people are picky when it comes to sew-ins and like wigs and stuff. That's why I don't touch the wigs. But I do sew-ins. I actually have a raw Indian hairline coming out for just the sew-ins. And I'll do them, but I won't touch your hair unless you use my hair. So that's how we play it.
And that's how you gotta do it.
That's
real.
guarantee
Stick
right
to
there.
it.
Yeah.
I won't fix your car unless you provide your own parts. That's how we do it. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, you know, as always, I got my boy, Skeezy Baby. Please say the baby.
You already know it.
That really do that. I got out there with that turban.
I'm really there with the turban, bro.
I'm your boy, Focus26. You can email us at backyardcomedy3@gmail.com. As always, we appreciate y'all and we love y'all. Time is a precious thing to waste, so don't waste it by not watching Backyard Comedy. We appreciate y'all and we love y'all.
For the second time.
I ain't lying. Boom, boom.
Y'all have a good night.
You know how I do it.